Hi everyone, this will be my review on the Homeworx by Slatkin & Co. 18-ounce 4-wick candle in the scent Cherry Lime Slushie. This was first released in 2023 for the Nostalgic Treats collection, which this particular scent will be returning for 2024. The fragrance note blurb on the website read, "Candied lime and maraschino cherry juice are blended with crushed ice and then topped with a drizzle of raspberry peach nectar, creating the ultimate fruit slushie." The pour date of my candle is December 8th, 2022. I want to make a note that I purchased mine on the Slatkin & Co. website on sale some time ago, and I got it for around $14, so that was a pretty good deal. Alright, to talk about the scent, I wouldn't describe the scent as super sweet and fruity, despite the candied lime and cherry, raspberry, and fruit notes listed. I would categorize this more as a drink candle. Very refreshing. I think will be perfect for warmer weather and the upcoming summer temperature. Slight fruity, a bit heavy on the zesty citrus. The strength on cold, I'd give it a 6 out of 10. I want to say that this fragrance reminds me a bit though of food that isn't well seasoned. Why? Because of that diluted cherry lime slushie that I'm getting. I just wish that there was a bit more of the other notes. So I get a prominent, I'm guessing it's the crushed ice note, but to me it reminds me almost of like just water. I don't get a lot of effervescence to mistake this candle for a soda scent or a super bubbly drink. And I was expecting this fragrance to smell a lot like the Bath & Body Works body care fragrance called Cherry Limeade from a few years back. It was a limited edition scent during the summer. That one was nice. However, that one was a bit synthetic, and I was kind of expecting this Homeworx candle to lean a bit more synthetic, but I do appreciate that it is pretty realistic. Again, it smells more watery than I anticipated, probably from the maraschino cherry juice and crushed ice notes. I do enjoy the candied red cherry note mixed in with the lime. Maybe if I had to say like the breakdown, it'd be maybe 60% lime and 40% mostly cherry. I just wish it wasn't so watery. I feel like if that was toned down a bit more, it would smell a bit more concentrated and stronger. And I'm surprised that raspberry was added because I don't really smell it much while it's burning or on cold, because typically raspberry scents, at least to me, they tend to take over a fragrance or they're a bit stronger. I think I get the slight acidity from the peach note, but I don't think I would be able to pick it up if I didn't know it was, basically if it wasn't listed on the notes, I wouldn't have picked it up. So despite the fact that I was hoping for a slightly more candied, synthetic, prominent cherry smell, I think this is definitely more realistic and nice in its own way. It's definitely not medicinal at all, and the tartness from the citrus and peach notes really livens up the fragrance. So let me change the angle and I'll talk about how the candle performed. Okay, so here's an overhead view of how my candle looks like. It has been burning for about maybe like 3 hours as of right now. It pulls out just fine. Most of the wax is liquefied within an hour. However, I do have a little ledge of wax that takes a little bit longer. So at about the 2-hour mark, that ledge of wax is fully liquefied. And the flames right now are pretty healthy medium. They're not super high, they're not super low, so that is a good thing. And then I do want to make a note that if you could tell from this angle, hopefully so, that there is a lot of little black particles in the wax. I'm not sure how, but even though I'm not seeing visible traces of soot, I feel like the soot is going into the candle, and I do have some minor fallout, especially near or close to that wick right there. But overall, it's okay. No significant drifting wicks or mushroom tops though. Again, this smells more like of the slushy liquid after it's been melted than a solid slushy with, like, let's say cherry bits and lime bits in there. However, I do like it that it's very refreshing and perfect for the summer or warmer weather. The main issue with this candle is that the wax is getting discolored. Again, no visible soot from the flames, and I don't have any, like burned marks around the rim of my candle. So if you look right there, it's pretty clean all around. So I'm not exactly sure if the soot or the black particles are from fallout or if that's just from the wick shedding. So I'm not quite sure what that is. Also, I want to say though that I'm really happy with how the candle overall has been performing. I think that it does get stronger the longer I have it burning. So I typically burn this particular fragrance for about 4 hours and then I extinguish it, which I think that could also explain the wax discoloration, but I do like a strong candle, so that's why I'm burning it for longer. Anyways, The scent is pretty much the same as on cold, and it fills up my medium-sized room with ease. I have high standards, so I wouldn't categorize or call this candle strong, but I still think that it falls under a solid medium, which I haven't had a Homeworx candle be a medium in a while, so I'm happy with this. I do want to make a note that the projection is awesome. I would say the projection is a bit better than the strength, because this does travel into the adjacent hallway and it almost wants to go into the kitchen. Again, no drifting wicks yet, and I need to remember not to over trim these particular wicks, and I haven't trimmed them at all during the last 2 burns. Overall, I would say that this is a very fun summertime scent from Homeworx. It definitely has a decent strength and better projection in my case, so I would even venture off into saying maybe try putting this in an open concept and see how it does. And I would say that I would recommend it if you can find it on sale. However, I want to make a note that to me, this scent is a little bit too heavy on that crushed ice note, which to my nose, I detect more of a liquefied melted slushy. Just be aware that it'll turn a little bit more like a drink, maybe not a super bubbly like soda type of a drink, but definitely like a drink that you would enjoy when it's really hot outside, the sun's out. To me, it detracts a little bit too much from the bright cherry and the zesty lime note. But overall, I would recommend, and I'm happy despite the somewhat dirty burn of how my wax looks like right now. So yeah, there's my review on the Homeworx 18-ounce forward candle in the scent Cherry Lime Slushie. Let me know if you've had any luck with this candle. Thanks for watching. Okay, bye.